It's where it ain't so out the way. Okay, y'all. Hey, good. Is it afternoon yet? No, it's not even noon. Good morning here. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I'll wait till some people come in. I don't know why I ain't got my phone on. Good morning, everyone. I needed to do this before I really get my day going. But I'm gonna bring everything like the live up on my phone so I can be able to see comments. Hey Tara. Let me see. Here I go. Okay. So I'm doing awesome. How are you doing today? Getting ready to eat. Well, I'm breaking my fast. I got some protein pancakes and sweet potatoes. So, getting ready to break my fast. Or since I ate that, I just already broke it. Oh, thank you. It tastes better than it looked. But this is my first time trying these pancakes. I've been having them for a while. I didn't even know that I had them in my pantry. And they buy Kodiak and they protein pancakes and they plant-based. So they don't have, dairy or anything in them. And the only thing you got to do is add water. Okay, yeah. Yes, drive safe. So, as some of you probably know, or maybe you don't know, is I'm in like a few prepper communities, like people who prep, people who stockpile, people who talk about safety and fire. I don't even know if I can say that. But people who talk about that. Okay, cool. So people who talk about that, and there's people who do everything as far as from gardening, because you guys know that this was my second year of gardening. Learned so much stuff. Actually learned different things of what I like, what I probably won't grow again. I don't know. It's not like a necessity. So strawberries, I absolutely love strawberries. And so when I move, I plan on having I got an elevated, it's up against this wall that I haven't even took out the box yet. I have an elevated garden bed that's like on wheel. I think it's on wheels. And so I plan on just dedicating that to my strawberries, and it's like a rectangle shape. Just because they grew so well. We had a heat problem, like where our temperatures got over 100 degrees this year. For a couple of weeks, it was kind of don't go out unless you need to go out. People was having heat strokes, all kind of stuff. And so during that time, it completely wiped out my garden. It sun dried, basically. It sun dried 98% of my garden that I had. And so that was definitely discouraging. But what stood up to everything was my tomatoes and my strawberries. And so those are two things that now I will continue to grow, because they stood up against the heat. It's been really rainy here, then it'll get really dry, just being weather resistant. They have stood up to that. And so hey Nick, we talking about gardening and prepping and all of that. So I did a community made a community post on me wanting to start a challenge. And I don't know. I don't know if I want to say it's a challenge, but I guess I will say it's a challenge because the person will win a prize from me. And so I said I'm thinking or pretty much knowing the challenge is going to start October 1st. And so I'm going to try to come on here live every single day leading up until then. So every single day leading up until then for everybody to know that it's a challenge starting October 1st, 2022. And so this is a prepping challenge. So I did a poll and I said, what do y'all want to have a challenge on? Do y'all want to have a challenge on like mindset, finances, eating, like better eating, stockpiling, different things like that? It was like 50 something percent of people said stockpiling. And so I was like, okay, but then how would I do it? Because I don't want people just to like go out and spend money, like a whole bunch of money to stockpile. And then I also don't want people to come at the end who have money and then they're able just to buy all of the things that we, you know, have been stockpiling, and then they're able to win because they have more available income, which I know most of the people who follow me are, you know, low income, restricted income, have food stamps, and if they don't have food stamps, they're just on a fixed income. And so I wanted it to not be where people are spending a whole bunch of money, and for it to also be fair to where someone can't come at the end and then just hurry up and like go through the videos and buy everything and then be able to get the prize. So I wanted it to be where I can kind of keep track of it. And somebody had London Girl had commented and she said, I want to do stockpiling, but she was like, but how about like do more cooking, preserving your food, and then like cooking, like how do you, you know, prep like your food and different things like that. So I thought that was a fantastic idea because I have a canner that I have yet to use. It's still in the box. And I've been having it for about 2 years now, and I literally have not used it. Underneath my cabinet, I have a whole bunch of ball mason jars that are fresh, still wrapped in plastic that I have not used, that I plan on to use for canning. And so that was definitely good and something to implement, I believe, in the challenge. And so game time is over, y'all. It is time to start having some type of emergency something. We're gonna be stockpiling, like we're gonna be doing water, we're gonna do a little bit of everything. And so during next month, it's going to be a week of one thing, whether it's preserving, whether it's this week we're doing our water supply, this week we're doing freezer meals. Like we're going to do a little bit of everything. I think exempting probably gardening because that's just a whole thing by itself. We might have a challenge once probably the springtime come back around, because I know it's getting ready to be cold here and I'm just still learning gardening, and I just think that it's intimidating to a lot of people. And like when you have plants and vegetables and stuff like that, it's like taking care of another child. Like you got to make sure that you're on top of it. And so I didn't want it to be where I'm, you know, putting more responsibility on people. And so that's why I'm gardening. We're not going to do gardening. But we are going to do preserving our food. I have a meat grinder that I bought probably 2 months ago that is still brand new. I still have not used it. The idea was good, but still have not used it. So this month or for the month of October, I want to have a challenge or add it into the challenge where we don't buy any grinded meat. And so it's a lot of stuff going around in the prepping community because they stay, you know, on the top of the news. I don't watch the news. It's just too negative and for me, but some things are very true, and some things have been said for years and have been confirmed, you know, for years and years on end. But I think as people, we forget about stuff, and you know, we just continue to say, well, I don't have a different option, so I'm going to be so, oh well, it's out of sight, out of mind, I'm not going to think about it. And so a few years ago, I had, you know, learned that it's like bugs in like the peanut butter. Like it's bugs, it's crickets, it's gnats, it's mosquitoes, it's bugs in our peanut butter. And I learned that a few years ago, going vegan. Like I learned about that. And it's just because when a manufacturer, you know, they have all these conveyor belts, and like for instance, I was watching a live yesterday and he said, for instance, if you have a big yard, like you might use like a push lawnmower, but for the most part, if you have like a couple of acres or something like that, you most likely, or even sometimes smaller than that, you're using a riding lawnmower. And you don't know what's on the ground. Like it's bugs on the ground. You already know that it's, you know, all kind of insects and stuff in the grass, on the ground. It might be something that died in your backyard, like, and you don't know. Because he said, you know, when he had a lot of acres, you know, you would just run over and be like, oh well, and you would keep, you know, you would just keep going because you on the riding lawnmower, you can't see everything that's in the grass. And so he was like, so just think of, it's so delicious. I'm still eating it. What's so delicious? What's so delicious, Tara? So he was like, so he was like, so just imagine you having to pick up that grass and you have to eat it. And you know, a lot of people use their grass clippings in the garden because it's a good like ground cover and different things like that. Because and you know, you use it to, you know, make compost and to add filler like in your garden beds. You don't want to just be filling a whole garden bed up with like soil and dirt. That's gonna cost a lot of money. So some people, you know, will fill the garden bed up like halfway or three-fourths away with grass clippings, old leaves, like all kind of stuff to kind of give a filler, and then put the soil or dirt on top of that. And so all of that stuff made sense to me. And like I said, I learned like years ago that if, you know, it's a production of peanuts, beans, all of this stuff like in these acres and acres, like of course as this machine is picking, it's not humans picking this stuff. As the machine is gathering stuff, it's just stuff getting gathered. You know, whatever is out there at the time is getting gathered. And so you can use your imagination for that. But whatever is out there at the time is getting gathered. And so, with that, when it's starting to go on the machine, it's starting to get, you know, creamed up and all of that stuff. That stuff is still in, you know, our peanut butter or whatever. Like it's still in that. And so, like I said, that's not new information to me. I learned about that plenty of years ago, but it's resurfacing, and it's resurfacing now about the meat. And it's saying that the same thing is going on with the meat, and it's not just bugs, it's rodents, it's, you know, anything that's out there, mice, whatever. I'm eating, so I don't even want to think about it, but use your imagination. And it's not really imagination because it's actually going on. And so part of the challenge, I want to not buy any ground meat. I want to buy like chicken breasts, chicken thighs, what so have you. And I want to grind my own meat. And so that will be a week. Sorry. That will be a week on the challenge, is that we'll have 1 week of meat grinding. And so, like I said, I'm going to try to be on daily grinding some type of meat, whether I'm grinding chicken breast, whether I'm grinding buying a whole thing of like chuck beef and like grinding that, because my teenager, he still eats beef. For the most part, we just eat white meat. And so I'll be getting turkey, probably whole turkeys, whole chickens, different things like that, and then using my meat grinder to grind them up. And so that will be a week of whatever week that will be. Like I said, I will be doing it every day just to have plenty different videos, and then also for me to learn, because like I said, I've been having a meat grinder for 2 months and I have not used it. And so this is me learning as well, me seeing how things cook, me seeing what's the difference, me seeing how longer things last, because as I'm sure everybody recognizes, stuff just don't last as long as it used to. Like, meat expires very fast. It doesn't last as long as it used to. I'm not a dairy drinker, but I mean, I don't buy milk, but like milk, if you're a dairy drinker, does not, like, it is, when you buy it, the expiration date is like 2 weeks, away. And the expiration date used to be months away. And so things are just not lasting as long as they used to. And that's probably for a whole different kind of reason. And so all of this stuff that we are discussing is all FDA approved for things to be found in grinded food things. So in our grinded meats, in our peanut butter, I buy sunflower butter, anything that has to go through a process of being processed and grinded, creamed, and it's not whole, you don't know what else is in there. And so instead of just talking about it, instead of worrying about it, instead of like, oh my God, all of this stuff, we are going to do what we can do. Now, am I saying to start a whole processing facility in your house? Absolutely not. We're going to do what we can do, and we're going to see what was the benefits. Do the benefits of doing this outweigh just going to buy the grounded meat by a pack? Because a lot of people who watch me are on food stamps, because I shop using my food stamps. So a lot of people, started following me because they are also on food stamps or fixed income. And so this is also going to see, like, did this help with your food costs? Because we all know food costs is also getting higher. Like, everything is rising, and to have convenience, is getting expensive, but it's also almost becoming unsafe, because we don't know what the FDA is approving to be in our food. Like, just like we don't know if a chicken, we buy a pack of chicken, if it's a clone chicken or if it's an actual real chicken, because the FDA approved that they can start using genes from the chickens, to like basically produce them, and not it be the natural process of how a chick is born and all of that. They can actually create the chicken and then use that chicken to have meat for us. And so the intentions are to lower the amount of resources and gases and stuff in the air for global warming, also to limit the also to limit the amount of, I guess, to try to protect the animals, and so to speak, like to not be having animals just to kill just for our meat. So they did approve that it's okay to clone animals. Y'all can look this up. It's okay to clone, I believe, chickens. I don't know if they got all the way into beef or things like that. They could have, but it's also 100% legal that they do not have to put that on the pack. They do not have to specify whether you eating a clone chicken or you eating the actual real thing, because the genes are, they're basically using the genes from the chicken. So it's like, what make, in their head, what makes the difference if it's cloned? But we don't know what the side effects that will be down the line. We already see like a high end of people who have cancer, who have never smoked a day in their life, a lot of children, becoming ill, a lot of people having a lot of different illnesses, and they eat healthy. They, whatever eating healthy is, they exercise. They're what you would consider like a healthy human, and then they end up with having tumors and cancer and all kind of stuff. Like, we see a heightened number in people having cancer. And so I believe that has a lot to do with our food source. Like, nobody can tell me different. That has a lot to do with our food source, and it's a lot to do with what they approve to not inform us. And so with that being said, on the challenge, we are I mean, I'm not gonna say go out and buy some chickens if you already have some, right, Tara? Like, gross. If you already have some chickens, awesome. Like, I'm, not going to invoke you processing your chickens for this challenge. But like, for the everyday people, like, you go out and you buy you some chicken breast. We're going to be grinding that up if you are wanting to be in a challenge. I will be keeping a note on everything that we will be doing. I'm going to try to, at the end of each week, like, we go on, I'm going to get StreamYard. So at the end of each week, like, some people want to come on and see what they did for that week's challenge, whether it was freezer meals, and they want to come on and show like all the freezer meals they made. Like I said, I will be making freezer meals. You guys know that my household has a lot of dietary restrictions. And so you are free to tweak your freezer meals however you want to. Or if, like, I can have spaghetti and all of that, but my baby, he can't. So I choose, not to make spaghetti and stuff like that, because then I would have to make a lot of different meals for the family. But if you want to do like a spaghetti freezer meal or something like that, that is completely up to you. But like I said, I will be making videos of the different freezer meals that I'm doing. This is going to be a challenge for me too, y'all. But I'm not going to enter myself into like, oh, but I won, I pulled myself, like, I'm not going to enter myself into the challenge. But everything is like, I've been wanting to meal prep and all of that stuff for so long. That video I even made, breakfast meal prep or something. I was going grocery shopping. Like, that idea that I had of what I was like, how I was shopping to meal prep was absolutely amazing, but I did not execute on that at all. And so we end up just eating the food just regular. But had I meal prepped, it would have saved me a lot of time in the mornings, during the day, on the weekends, like all of that stuff. It would have definitely made my life a little bit easier than constantly being stuck in the kitchen and feel like at times like I'm always in the kitchen. And so yeah, so like, we'll be doing that. Hold on. Let me see. So we'll be doing that. And like I said, everybody's family eats different, or likes different things. I choose to almost be no dairy in my household. So a lot of things that you will see me cooking will probably be like a plant-based substitute or something like that. But you are free to purchase, like if we do an Alfredo freezer meal, for example, I would probably use a plant-based or vegan or non-dairy Alfredo sauce. You're free to make your own Alfredo sauce. You're free to go buy a jar of Alfredo sauce. You're free to use, yes, hit the like button. Thank you, IB. You're free to do it plant-based, whatever. I won't put restrictions like on that. I know a lot of people were like, you could create your own, Alfredo sauce from scratch. It'll be a lot cheaper, but we are doing a lot. So this will be a month of really prepping, or October will be a month of really prepping. And so, like I said, I don't want it to be a hassle for people. Like me, I know how to make Alfredo sauce from scratch. Make me some chicken rice and spinach. I had turkey, sweet potatoes, and spinach yesterday for my breaking my fast for my breakfast or lunch. It was so good. So that I would definitely be meal prepping. I would probably make me some wraps in that. Because it was so good. But you can make your own. You gonna be making your own IB, because you need to join the challenge and make your own. So what was that? So y'all, like, I know how to make a lot of stuff from scratch, but I shop convenience a lot of times. And like, so I'll get those comments like, oh, you can make that from scratch, or you can make the cookies from scratch. Like, it's cheaper to be so much more convenient. I mean, it'll be a lot more cheaper, but sometimes I do want convenience. And so, like I said, I'm not going to make it hard on people. Because everybody don't know how to make stuff from scratch. I'm about to go warm some spinach and rice up right now. Yep. Then the other day I had rice. Still got rice in my refrigerator and my spinach. So I do got that in there. I might actually have it for dinner. I actually might have rice and because I really don't want to eat any meat today. And so that's why I made this breakfast instead of making like a normal breakfast. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I love that too. Well, thank you. So, if you guys don't have, because we will be, what's it called? Water bathing. I'm not gonna do any pressure cooking, like where you pressure cook your meat during this time, and put it in the jars. But we will be preserving jams, fruits, veggies, all of that stuff. And so this pot that y'all see right here, they have like a water bathing, whatever it's called, canner. She won't put this password in. Hold on. Which way is that? Hold on. See, hold on, y'all, because I don't have a case right now for this. Hold on. You see what I'm saying? Y'all take turns. Let me see what time it is. Maya, you get 10 minutes. And then you pass it to him. I'll let you know when that 10 minutes is up. And so, they have a pot just like this, and like basically a rack sits in here, and then it's just just a regular lid, and you can use that to it's put on. I don't even know why I be trying to read bathing bathing bathing, but I don't even think it's called that. Do you have a walk? No, I always wanted one. I don't have one, but I really want one. It's called Steam. Let me see. It might just be called water canning. Why I'm trying to put, it might be called water bath canning, I believe. That's what it might be called. You would not get me on here trying to be cooking. Let me see. Water. Yeah, that's what it's called. It's called water bath canning. And so y'all see they have that pot, like I just was saying, with the lid on there. And but it's called water bath canning. So it's not bathing at all. I don't know why I'm trying to bathe the jars. So it's water bath canning, or you can steam bath canning, which is basically the same thing. You're just using less water. And so it's a way that we are going to be preserving our fruits, our vegetables, making some jam, different things like that. Even I don't have a wok anymore though. I mean, I don't really make rice or stir fry enough to even buy one. So that's why I feel like it's a waste of time. Yeah, I feel like it's a waste of money. It's just something else to have that I don't need when it comes to, I'm like a kitchen appliance like crazy person. And so we are going to be using everything. If you have a air fryer, we're going to be using our air fryer. If you have an Instapot, we're going to be using our Instapot. I have an Instapot, so I will be doing Instapot meals. Thank you, Abby. I will be doing Instapot meals. I'm going to be doing air fry meals for meal preps, like for people who want to be on people who want to, be on an eating thing with, eating healthy kind of thing with me. I need you to start a cooking channel. Well, I actually have a cooking channel that I started like years ago. But it's crazy because I like to cook, but I don't like to cook when I have to cook. And so if I start a cooking channel, the only thing I could do is cook, and I would get tired of that. And like even like for my restaurant, for instance, I like to cook, but I didn't like it attached to my livelihood. So it's like now I'm cooking for money, but I can't just slack off because I need to pay my bills. But now it's taking the passion out of it. I know what you mean. So yeah, so it took the passion out of like what I like to do. And so I think if I just, like I said, I already started a cooking channel like maybe 3-4 years ago. On YouTube. I won't tell you the name of it. But it's a vegan cooking channel. If I would have started that, if I would have kept on with that channel, like it would be a huge channel. It would be a huge channel. Let me see if I can find it. It don't even come up in search. I gotta actually go to it on my thing. But yeah, so we're gonna be doing that. Look, I got 231 subscribers on that channel. But I only got like a few videos though. But yeah, see, I'm gonna wait. Let me cover up the name because y'all not gonna see it. But yeah, see, I made like eggs without tofu. I made homemade biscuits and gravy, sausage biscuits and gravy. I made a vegan sausage from scratch. I made vegan French toast. I show people how to make vegan French toast. So I got a few videos up there. A quick hack for pancakes. And so yeah, like Oh, 2020. I started the channel in 2019. So yeah, so I got a few things on there. And so let's see. Wow, let me go back to my live so I can read y'all comments. Cause y'all know I can't see. I got my phone right here. I started cooking channel. Are you with that? Did you go back to Dollar Tree to get more milk? I just went there like 2 days ago and got some more milk. Yes. And it was like stock back up. So I guess ain't nobody buying it. So I will be, next month I will be buying more. I know what you mean. Exactly what you mean. You don't like to feel forced to do it when you really don't feel like doing it. Exactly. And so when you do something that's attached to your money and all of that stuff, like you attached to do it. Those foods you are posting look so amazing. You should do it. I'm a try now. Maybe not a cooking channel, but it'll be on here. So like the different foods that I made, the different foods that I made, like, and I've been posting it, what I ate or whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and make them during the month of October. And so you guys will see them. I would probably make them before October just so they can release, excuse me, in October. But so they'll be up there. So I will do that because I know a lot of people wanted to like kind of have a step by step of the different like preps I be doing. It was definitely good. It's not nasty at all. So the kids hurried up and ate it. Yeah, the vegan French toast is, I mean, it is so good. I'll be making it again for Christmas because I had already told y'all for Christmas, since I already cooked big for Thanksgiving and all that, I don't want to have the same foods for Christmas. So on Christmas, I make a big breakfast. So I'll be doing vegan French toast since my baby can't have eggs. We'll have pancakes. We'll have biscuits. We'll have like I just do a big breakfast. And so yeah, the oat milk was definitely good. So for $1.25, like I'm definitely sticking to that. I do want to make my own oat milk as well. I'm gonna try to make my own oat milk during October. So like I said, it's a challenge for me too, y'all. Like all of this stuff I'm saying that we're gonna be doing is stuff that I know that I need to be doing and I have not done. And so it's time to use the different things that we have. It's time to say I really need to start stockpiling, and then just keep saying that and never stockpiling. Like it's too much stuff going on around the world. We got water crisis going on. We got different states without water. We have stuff going on with the food. We have inflation still going on. And stuff is just getting so expensive. And so instead of like, I want to learn how to do this, I need to do this, I need to start, like we're starting. And so as I brainstorm every single day, like I said, for this whole month, I will be coming on here I will be trying to come on here live every single day. I'm gonna try. Like even if it's not a long live, even if it's like 30 minutes, I'm gonna come on here and then I'm gonna start getting stuff set up for the first week of October to see what our first challenge will be for that first week of October. And so I don't know, like I said, I'll be brainstorming. If you guys have any ideas, leave it in the comments of this video. Not the live, because sometimes the live like messes up, but after the live in the comment section, if you have any ideas of what the first week should be. Did you get Burke's candy? Yeah. No, was I supposed to? Was I supposed to get some candy? I know I'm supposed to be ordering that tea that um Paul told me about. But I don't think I'm supposed to be ordering no candy. Oh, I don't even know nothing about that candy, Albie. See, you in here distracting me. You in here distracting me. Um. So yeah, so put it in the comment section below this video if you guys have any first week. This is for the first week. And so before you, because I know it's a lot of people that subscribe to me that have been I know it's a lot of people that subscribe to me that literally have been prepping for 10 plus 20 plus years. So don't think about the 10 plus 20 plus experience you. Think about when you first started, when you were thinking about prepping, when you were seeing stuff going on and you said you wanted to try it out and you first started. Like put yourself in that person's shoes and say what would be a good thing for them first to start. Because a lot of people be like, y'all just, I mean, some of the stuff y'all say, like I know how to do it, and some of the stuff y'all say I haven't, like I would have to do so much research on how to do it. But even with me knowing how to do some of the stuff you guys say, if I put myself in the shoes of somebody who maybe don't really know how to cook, who maybe live in an apartment, who maybe live in a smaller space or whatever the case is, like the things that y'all say to do is what, is taking up this person's whole house and whole apartment. Even if your apartment look like that right now, like I'm not trying to have somebody have to like create space. So I don't want this challenge to be an inconvenience. I want it to be a help. I want it to feel like a help and to feel like a relief to people and not an inconvenience. And so we definitely are not ordering out, but I can't track that. So if you guys order out, I want to be able to track that. But I would prefer us not to order out for the month of October. And then also, y'all know, like November and Christmas is like the big holidays where you really want to cook and you really want to get down. And just think if the whole month of October you've been doing freezer meals, you've been preserving, you've been stockpiling, like your pantry is getting full. When you don't feel like cooking, or when you didn't use too much of your food stamps to buy a whole bunch of food for people to eat that you really don't even care for, who ain't gonna even bring the paper plates to the thing, at least you will have still more food. Like you will have more food because you spent all of your food stamps to lay out this spread for a whole bunch of people that you don't even see for all the year, and they can't even bring the pop or the napkins or the paper plates to the party. I'm just saying, y'all. So at least you will still have some food. Exactly. I also asked myself, how are people supposed to prep if they live in small spaces? Yes. So a lot of people live in small spaces. And so with that, I don't want it to be overwhelming. Plus, like I have a household of 5. I have 4 children. And so the quantity of things that I buy, if you are a 1 person or 2 person household, will be completely different quantity from what I buy. Like I might go say it's water week, everybody go buy oh shoot. Let me see. Yep, it's fast. Maya, hand it over. Yes, it's been 10 minutes. Y'all want me to take it? Yeah, because her. No, I mean take it from you too. Why you give me the tablet for her to take it? And she's going to take this out. Maya, give him the tablet. You did. You've been on it for 15 minutes. 5, 4, 3. Really? Give him the tablet. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Now I gotta stand up. Go in there.
I'm about to go up top of these stairs.
Okay, so back to what you trying to watch? Let me put you on something on TV.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I set up the beat. Oh, let me see. I'm about to put her on something on TV. Hold on, I gotta get to the remote. Okay.
Let me go back.
Okay, I got the remote on my phone. Okay, hold on. I got the remote to the TV on my phone, so I had to put her on something to watch. Okay. Yeah, I actually like it. You're a great mediator. I ain't trying to be. This is what I do all day long. He home from school because he didn't had a skin flare up, and then she home from daycare because I don't know what happened with the daycare parking lot, but they said it was surrounded with police because it's like in a plaza and they wasn't letting nobody go into the plaza. So the daycare, she texted out to everybody at like 6 o'clock this morning saying that unfortunately she got to close the daycare today because they not letting nobody in. Hey, Nicole. So just think if I had a full-time job or something to go into, because I don't have no help, I would have had to just call off of work because I ain't had no daycare because of some craziness. These pancakes taste like hot water cornbread. Come on. That's what they taste like. If y'all ever had hot water cornbread, you know I'll be cooking Southern. That's exactly what these they protein pancakes. It's all good. She's home, staying safe. Yes, exactly. Because I'm like, whatever happened to where they got the whole thing blocked off with police, like it almost made me not even want to send her back to daycare tomorrow.
I want you to buy me
a rabbit. Y'all tablets are put up.
What is them?
I'm not getting them.
What is them? What is them? It is me and 8 rabbits.
Why are you talking like a baby? Say tablet.
What's me and 8 rabbits?
Tablet.
What's rabbit?
Tablet. You know you don't talk like that.
What's me and 8 rabbits?
No one got hurt, I think. It was like another school shooting like 4 days ago. Wow. It was a shooting at the school library. Here, the school library, active shooter. They end up getting, this was just like 3 days ago. right, like 3, 4. It was just this week. I'm like, man, you can't even go into the library. Tell them it obvious. Nicole, she a mess. Come on, swablet. Cause she be thinking she like a baby. She goes through this little thing where she wants to be like a baby. Even though she a baby, she only 3. But she wanna be a baby. So she'll start like nam. Like it drives me crazy. And she know it.
Oh, she know it.
Yes, baby.
What's me?
I put it up.
What is them?
I don't feel like getting them right now.
What is them? What is them? Nicole.
That's why I said she is a baby, but she ain't a baby to be talking about mama. I want cup. I want what? She ain't that kind of baby.
When we was a baby, we were in your stomach.
She ain't that kind of baby. Oh, Nicole, you got a 3-year-old? I didn't know you had little kids too, Nicole. You said she is that kind of baby. Yes, they want to be the baby food. Let her enjoy baby food. I'll let her enjoy babyhood. She can enjoy it. She can talk like how she talk regular though. Yes, he is the youngest, so I understand. Yeah, she's the youngest too. So these are my pancakes. You already had yours.
My pancake.
You see what I'm saying? This ain't no baby. This ain't no baby.
I miss a baby. She is a baby because she's talking like a baby already.
And then him in the back, the 4-year-old is a grown man. He's 55 or 65. He a whole grown man. The 4-year-old is. I can't. Nobody want to be their age no more. What is this all about? Exactly. Right. Always looking and booking. We was leaving out the store and they was all walking to the car or whatever. And she had got to the car and I hadn't unlocked the door yet. She was like, unlock this door. And this lady was getting out of her car. She said, oh, you got a boss? She said, it's always the smallest ones that's the bossy is. I said, yes, she definitely is bossy. Looking and bugging and ready to fight. I bet you I'ma throw them things so haters best of things right. Yeah, she knucking and bucking up in here. But yeah, I'm excited about the prep. I'm really excited. I'm really excited to brainstorm. Like I said, it's going to start October 1st. I don't know when it's going to end. I don't know if I want to do 30 days. I don't know if I want to do, I think 60 days. I think to the end of November would be too much. But I don't know. I think that'd be too much because then people starting to like shop for holiday time and all of that. So you decided to go with the prep challenge, and when is it going to start? Yeah, so I decided to go with the prep challenge. So because I had did the poll, and I was asking people what they wanted or whatever, and stockpiling was like 52% of the votes said stockpiling. And then somebody had commented and was like, I would love to see you like preserve food too. And like do your prep, like how you prep your food. And I was like, that's a great idea, because I was like stockpiling. Like, I know people are on fixed incomes and get food stamps, and a lot of people who follow me do, and I don't want them to like have to go out for a whole month buying all of this kind of food, to stockpile. And so that's why I was like, I don't think I want to do that, because that's just, a lot of, money people will be spending on stockpiling food, and then they still want to like purchase dinner. And so I said the preserving and all of that is a good take to add to it. So we doing a whole prep month for the month of October. So considerate. Yeah, because I'm like, if I gotta sit here and buy prep stuff, like I wouldn't even, be with it. So I said for the whole month, Nicole, we're gonna do a different part of prepping every single week, except gardening. Gardening is excluded. We're gonna do prepping for a whole month, and each week will be something different. And so one week we'll be stockpiling our water or whatever. So anything that basically gets anything that helps you be more secure in your water, whether it's buying new purifiers for your sinks, buying more water bottles, buying a canister for long-term water storage, whatever. You down? Yes. So whatever, like water security for that 1 week we'll do. And like I said, I'm going to try to come on every single day with some kind of video with that thing. But somebody has the whole week to do that one thing. And then the next week we gonna do like preserving. And so we'll be canning. That's why I had seen the water bath canner. We'll be canning, but we won't be pressure canning. We won't be doing the meat or different things like that. But we will be doing fruits, vegetables, jams, all of that different stuff. So from 1 week we'll be canning. And so you got a whole 7 days to put something in a pot with a lid, and I'm gonna come on and show my water bath canner, and show you guys that. And like, I have a pressure canner that I literally have had for 2 years now and have not used. So I'm not gonna use the pressure canner for this challenge. But water bath canning seems very easy. It seems very beginner friendly. You don't have to really worry about altitudes and all of that stuff. It seems very easy, and so that's why we're going to do that. Then we'll have a week where we are grinding our own meat. And so for the month of October, I want it to be where we don't buy any grinded meat or ground meat. So we don't buy any ground beef, any ground chicken, any ground turkey, like for like turkey sausages. We don't buy any grinded anything as far as the meat. And so I have a meat grinder, but I want another one. I have a manual one, but I want a electrical one. You have to do shrimp tacos, because that you can buy the shrimp all together. Lobster tacos, you can use chicken. You get you some chicken breasts or chicken thighs and cut them up in strips. Cook it and then cut it up in strips. So now you got like a chicken taco, but it's strips. You can, cook you a steak or something like that. Get you some steaks or something that's cubed, not grinded, and you can cook it like that. So it's a whole bunch of different ideas, and until we get to the week of grinding our meats. And so when we get to the week of grinding our meats, if you're a person who mainly do grinded meats, or mainly eat grinded meats, then that week, like, you should be busy. And so with the challenge, I'm not going to tell anybody how much they need to make or how much they need to buy. But what I will want everybody to do is to at least have one example of something that they made that week or something they bought for that week. And so if we are doing water, like, I need you to have a case of water. I need you to have a case of water, because you probably, for that whole month, you might have bought 7 cases of water. But I need you to have 1 case of water, or I need you to show your purifiers. But I really need you to have 1 case of water, because even with a purifier, we got stuff going on where water supplies are being cut off. So, like, even with you having a purifier, I want you to still have an emergency case of water. And so I want to see that. I will be downloading StreamYard, so you guys have to get on the screen. And so that is the only way, because that's the only way that I know that you really did it. And so if you show me at least the one thing, and so the canning week, I need to see one thing that you can. The grinded meat, I need to see one thing that you did. I hope ain't nobody gonna get on here lying, though, because, like, with the grinded meat, I don't know if you took it out the pack already grinded and put it in the freezer bag and then just had it yourself, and then just like you did it yourself. But it's always that select few of people and humans that just have to have low integrity on everything they do. And so with that, I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but I'll see. I'll see, because I will, like I said, I want to see that you can. I want to see that you stockpile. I want to see that you, like, preserve your food. I want to see that you did freezer meals. We're doing freezer meals. And so for 1 week, we're going to be doing some type of freezer meals. I'll be coming on every single day with some type of video of something that I cooked and froze, freezer meals I made. But, like, you have that whole week to do something, to do some kind of freezer meal. I might put, like, a code word in each, like, kind of video. So therefore, if you did, like, have, like, if a person did have low integrity, so where they bought the stuff and then wanted to do it, you still had to kind of watch the whole video. You still had to get the information. You still had to spend your money to get it. So at least you got it. But the challenge is to really start using the things that we have, to start prepping more, to start, becoming more self-sufficient, and just having that emergency backup. Like, we should not be going to the grocery store every single day. It should be something, even if it's not something that you want to eat. I think this can help a lot of people too. Yes, Nicole, I agree. So I always get, I get a lot of comments on people who say, I want to start stockpiling. I want to do this, but I'm on a fixed income. I want to do this. Like, I really need to do this. And they using, like, that them being on a fixed income is, like, stopping them from being prepared. And so that's why, like I said, I didn't want to do just one big thing of, like, stockpiling, because a lot of people who don't receive food stamps, but I mean, everybody on a fixed income. It don't matter if you make $60,000 a year. You got a lot of bills to pay. You should have a budget, like, different things like that. Especially if you're watching me, like, we all about elevating everywhere in our life. And so everybody owns some kind of fixed income to where, like me saying a challenge starts in October 1st, you're not expecting to go buy a whole bunch of food and stuff like that. Like, that's not budgeted. And so I wouldn't even want somebody to do that, because it takes longer than that time to budget something in, like a cost like that. It took me, a couple of years to every single day grab something extra, every single day grab something extra. So where, I got a deep freezer full of meat and waters and, pantry full. That's took time. So I definitely don't want to put anxiety on people to have all of that stuff done in 30 days. But I 100% think it'll help a lot of people. Yes, creative with what you have. But the thing is, the sad part is some people don't have nothing. That's the sad part. Like, get creative with what you have, but it's a lot of people who literally, they either dine out every single day, or they literally go grocery shopping for the day and they don't have anything else. And so also something different from my challenge, or not really different, but something that I want to be as what can I think of the word? Like, as a whole, like just me as what I'm doing, me on my journey as in weight loss, me, being kind of health conscious, even though sometimes I don't do the things that I know I should do. I don't want people to go out and buy stuff just because it's cheap, buy a whole thing of rice, a whole thing of beans, like a whole bunch of kind of carbs and unhealthy stuff just to say it's stocked up. I'll be able to eat if something go wrong. But yeah, you probably gonna be diabetic and have high blood pressure if that's the only thing you got to eat for the whole time if something do happen. And so I don't want it to be like that, where people are only shopping for a big old thing of flour and all of that. It's like, I want people to be able to add in, the canned veggies, the canned fruits, like to where you actually have a well-balanced meal, that you do not just going out buying oatmeal, rice, and beans. Like, I want people to be able to have a well-balanced meal as well. So that's why I'm like, we're going to do our meats, we're going to do our stockpiling, all of that different thing. Girl, stop that. All of those different things. So I feel like it's gonna be awesome. I can't wait to see everybody's, what they did towards the end of it. So I definitely do think it's gonna be October 1st through October 31st. So for the whole month of October, like our October prep. And we're gonna go hard. Like I said, I'm still a beginner at a lot of stuff. Like, I have good ideas and then I don't execute or follow through.
Is it my turn to play on the rabbit?
Yeah, I have a deep freezer.
Mommy.
Yes, I have a deep freezer. So with like the freezer meals, I know for me, I can put things in the freezer in my deep freezer.
Is it my turn to
let me
play?
see. Yes, it is. Aiden, it's her turn. I know for me, I have to put things in a deep freezer. Then I also know for me, I have a large family. So when we do freezer meals, I probably will make 5 to 10 of something. You might only need to make 2 of something. Like, if we're using 13 by 9 pans, if you a single person, you can eat off of that for a whole week. And so you don't need to make as much as I need to make. But if for my family size, a 13 by 9 pan is one night. And so, and like a single person, for them is 5 nights. And so you see what I'm saying? So that's why I didn't want to put like the amount of something somebody needs to have. And then hopefully what I would like is for people not to use like their stuff at all for the whole month. Because if we're going to get on like StreamYard and like show some things that we did, I don't even think that you should be like, why would you need that this month? I really don't feel like you should need that this month. And I mean, just to hold off for the month, so we can be able to see it. And hear like, was it difficult for you? Just, your take. Y'all always hear me talk and talking y'all heads off. And so I would definitely love to hear other people. And so I don't know if I'm gonna have like a first place prize and then additional prizes. I know that I'm gonna have a gift card. I'm trying to see how much that gift card is gonna be. I guess as I'm going through stuff and I'm doing things and I'm seeing like everything that I'm using, then like that will determine kind of how much this gift card will be. Just in case you didn't have a meat grinder and you had to go out and buy a meat grinder. I'm gonna have like Amazon links and stuff, for you guys to be able to like, get something that's of quality, but also that's cost efficient, like something that's not $200 and something dollars, or something that's really breaking the bank. And so, for the gift card, I would want to kind of professional. For the gift card, I would want to kind of not reimburse, but kind of ease the hit, like if you did have to spend an extra $40 that you didn't have, so the gift card, like I'm looking, for it to be, a nice little bit for somebody. And especially if they can get on stream, like you have to be able to get on StreamYard. So you have to be willing to get on there. Even if you literally don't want to show your face and you get on there on your phone, I just need you to turn your camera around, like lay everything out that you did. So your freezer meals, your grinded food, anything that you stockpile, if you can lay it out on the floor, if you got a long table, just lay it out, make sure your camera is facing that thing and not facing you. Like if you don't want to be on camera and you can just talk, we could just hear your voice and show what you did and let me ask you questions and stuff like that. And so you're just showing the stuff. If you don't want your face on camera, that's 100% fine. We just want to see the goods. Show us the goods. If you don't care about your face being on camera, that's awesome too. But if you like, I don't want to get on camera, like my hair look crazy, I don't, this, whatever. Y'all know I come on here with my scarf on, bonnet on. I'm trying to stop that though, but I'm a work in progress, y'all. But if you are the type of person who like you kind of self-conscious about that, or whatever, you got something just that you self-conscious about where you don't want to be on camera, or you hiding from the feds and you don't want to be on camera. You might be hiding from the feds and you don't want to be on camera because it's like now they know that you where you are. They see you. And so just turn the stuff, just turn it to the goods to where we, we ain't sparking nobody for you. Not the feds. Listen, I don't put nothing over nobody. People be having whole different lives out here. People might be run off on the plug. Or you might have that man that you had to go ahead and pull a whole double jeopardy, or what's that whole sleeping with the enemy on. You might have a man that you had to take some swimming lessons on the side, act like you drowned, go change your name, change your hair, enough with Jennifer Lopez. You might be enough, like you might have some of that stuff going on. So where now you don't want to be on camera because he looking at everything. He going through everything that you used to like. He's searching everywhere for you, and so you don't want to show your face on camera because he know everything about you, no matter what wig you got on. He know how many strands of eyebrow hairs you got. He like, oh, that's her. I don't care what she did. That's her. The eyebrow number matches. She was on lot. So that might be your situation. And so with that, like, don't get on camera. Like, don't get on camera. Stay safe, sis. stay safe. And so just show us the goods. Out of control. You're right. You never know these days. You never know these days. A lot of people be having a lot of different situations. You know, a lot of people be having a lot of different situations. And so yeah, so you do not, but you gotta get on StreamYard. You just do not have to show your face. Just show us the money, honey. Show us the goods. Yes, put the camera on the hands. Or you, like I said, yeah, you put the camera on the hands and just show us, the stuff. Just have it. Just show us the stuff. And so, because I know a lot of people get very self conscious about that and like, oh man, I wanted to really join, but she said I have to be on camera, or I don't want to be on camera. And I don't want people to not do something that is very beneficial to them because they have a situation going on, or they are just a very camera shy, and so I want you to be able to enter. Show those beautiful faces. No, we don't want everybody to see, because they might be running from toxicity or the feds. So we don't want them to see, because people that be after me, then they be like, it was on her live. We got to contact her to tell her to take this down. I'm about to find out where she lived to make her take that live down, and now you messing with my coins, my livelihood, and all kind of stuff. And so, no, we don't want to force them on camera. They find how they are. What, you already ate my pancake? She had half of it. You came and had the other half, so I only had one. And you getting the rest of this hair braided. You got this side braided, and then this side is not, because you want to act up.
This side. What about my eyes and my head? Wait, can I have braids right here?
No, you're not getting no braiding on your face. What you want, little boy? You're making me want pancakes. I'm so glad I tried those. I'll be buying those more often. They the Kodiak protein plant-based pancakes. They really good.
Mom, have been good.
Have y'all been good? As long as it's not time to switch hands with that tablet. Now, when that happened, I don't know. Y'all like this, but without that, yeah, y'all been pretty good today. Y'all been pretty good today. They ain't over with though. It's still very early.
I know. Is it time to go pick up Tristan?
No, not. Thank you, Nicole. Well, I put the other ones up, and listen, y'all. I was telling her, because she kept on saying, "Go get my tablet." I was saying, "No, not right now," but I literally forgot where I put them up. That's the gag. When you hide something so good that you hide it from yourself. I put them up like months ago because I got tired of just the battery running out, and they started crying, acting a fool because they gotta wait till it charge back up. It just in our, one person got one game, and then the other person, they didn't download too much stuff, and so they can't download that game that the other person got. And so now they mad because they storage didn't run out, and they want her tablet, or he want her. And so I just took all three of them, because they all three got his tab. I took all three of them and put them up, and I have no clue. But y'all know I'll be packing. I've been packing and be moving soon. So I guess it'll be a surprise to both of us because I'll find them there as I'm packing up stuff.
Mommy?
Yes.
Mommy, when it's Christmas, is Santa gonna make chimneys all around his house?
Yeah, he'll put an imaginary chimney down somewhere.
But,
so you
but
got.
everything is in this
I don't even
house.
know why I'm trying to read that. So you guys are moving. Yes, we'll be moving into December, into January. And so that's what I've been really doing today is cleaning more, organizing, and packing. I was doing that yesterday. I really wish, like, I really been just looking for places because I really want to move in November. My lease is not up to the end of January. No, we'll still be here. But I really want to move in November because I really want to beat the cold. And like in December, we haven't really been having a white Christmas, but in January it's been cold. And so, excuse me, I'm not trying to move in no snow. I'm not trying to move in no snow or no freezing cold weather. And so I would really love to move in November and the kids will be on break too. Um so that's really when I want to move. Yeah, hopefully a snowstorm will go right because we be having, those storms and stuff. And like I said, we haven't been having a white Christmas for the past couple of years. It's been snowing the day after Christmas. It'll start snowing, and then in January it's really cold and crazy. No, I'm not moving. My landlord, he and his wife is in some kind of legal battle, and so now he is forced to sell the home because I guess he can't I guess afford this home and like the upgrades he want to do. He can't afford it by himself, but his ex-wife, like, she's still on the deed, and so anything that he's been trying to do, like get a homeowner's loan, a renovation loan, anything that kind of loan that he's been trying to get, he has to have her sign for it as well. And so she's refusing to sign for anything. She like, absolutely not, like. And so I guess he was trying to buy her out, but then he don't have no money to buy her out, like to give her to have so he can just had a house. And so she took him to court. She took him to court, and the judge, I guess, went in her favor, and now he's court ordered to sell the house. But he was like, he told the judge, he has a tenant in there, and my lease is not up until so and so date, and so he's contractually obligated to keep me in my place and not sell the place until I move. And so I found out that in July, that he didn't went to court, all this stuff. Like, it was like an out the blue text message. And I'm just like, was not planning on moving, affording. Like, I wanted to move from this house to then purchase a house. I actually I wanted to really purchase this house as a like rental property. Like, I would have stayed in this house. I would have purchased it and probably stayed in it for another 2 or 3 years. And then until I bought a new house and then put it, and then just, became a landlord. That's what I really wanted to do. But it's not panning out like that. It's not panning out like that. So my laptop is getting ready to go dead, and I've been on here for like over an hour. So I'm not gonna come back on here tonight. I'm not even about to live, but I'll probably be back on here tomorrow to like every single day. I'm going to be talking about this challenge every single day. We're going to be talking about this challenge because I don't want nobody to say if you are a oldie but goodie, let's say you didn't know about the challenge. Now, if you a new subscriber coming in, you're not going to know. And so that's why every single day I'm going to get on here and talk about the challenge. And then that's why I also wanted to do like a week by week challenge, because it might be some people who find me at the end of, the month of October, and I still wanted them to be able to do something in the challenge as well. And so, yeah, so thank you all for joining into my live. And like I said, I will be on here tomorrow to because I ain't got time for you two to be tripping. And so yeah, I'll be on here tomorrow. You too. Have a good day, Nicole. Have a good day, Neek. Later. Have a good day, Tara. Have a good day, Abby. Thank y'all all for joining. Thank y'all all for chatting with me, y'all. Bye. Till next time. Bye.
We've been good.